Welcome to Kaleena's Feminist, Fiesta, and Fireside chat. I am Kaleena, your host for Everything Woman. Joining us today is the world-renowned art historian and theorist, Dr. Jacqueline Persephone Cox. Dr. Cox has recently published her latest book, Why a Male-Dominated Society and Its Institutions Believe That Women Artists Suck, but Actually Men Suck, which delves into the history or lack thereof of women and their contributions to arts and culture. Welcome, Dr. Jacqueline Persephone Cox.
Thanks for having me, Kaleena. Please call me Jackie.
Okay, Jackie, so tell me, what came about that brought you to the dark side? You know, when I found out that you were coming on the show, I immediately went out and bought a copy. It was absolutely fascinating. I just could not put it down.
Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate the kind words. It's because of women like us that our history is being re-examined, and because of women like us that history is beginning to tell the true story about our artistic and, better yet, cultural contributions that women have conveyed upon humanity. In a recent interview that I had the privilege of giving, I spoke with Miss Judy Chicago about her experiences being a woman artist.
Let's take a look at a short clip of Jackie's interview with Miss Chicago, given on location at the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art.
In the late 60s, early 70s, mid-70s, for a woman to openly express her own content was extremely dangerous. It was tantamount to risking one's, well, for me, what little modest reputation I had at the time. And as a sort of, wrought in the macho environment of LA art of the 60s. And faced with things like, attitudes like, you can't be a woman and an artist too, the idea that there was no such thing as female content, that women didn't have a different point of view. I mean, none of that was accepted. It wasn't even thought about at that time. And so what does that do? What does it do to a young woman who is raised in an environment of form, visual form, that comes out of the male experience? So I was basically alone at that time and extremely isolated, and yet I was deeply committed to being myself as an artist. And so in these drawings, I tried to face the constraints of the formal language I had inherited and figure out how I could break through it, literally break through it, without sacrificing the transformation of form, the beauty of form and color and line, but to find a way to be myself using it. And the drawings actually chronicle that.
That was inspiring. What Miss Chicago had to have dealt with in the late 60s, early 70s, fighting against the masculine regime within the context of art. Now we must go to commercial. Please stay with us for more of the feminist outlook on life, and in this case, art, when we return.
What does it take to be a Buick? It takes a car that makes every mile an adventure. Like the new 1964 Riviera by Buick. Adventure begins here and never ends. Riviera by Buick. A great and rare machine that a woman can admire and enjoy to the fullest, but only a man can really understand. Find a road yourself and discover adventure is a car called Riviera.
Thanks for joining us. We are here today with Dr. Jacqueline P. Cox, who recently published her groundbreaking book, chronicling the plight of women in the arts. So I must admit that I am probably a novice regarding the arts. So let's talk about some of your favorite women artists.
Well, Kaleena, there are so many, but if I have to mention a few, I'd probably say Diane Arbus, Nan Golden, Annie Leibovitz, Cindy Sherman is probably my all-time favorite. In every work that Cindy creates, she creates that work around an identity, one that she has made for herself. Every work contains an image of her, so, well, whether she's the subject or not. Who else? My favorite sculptor would probably be Louise Nevelson. She creates these massive works. Even when they're quite small, they still have this extreme power and sense of purpose. We'll be seeing many of my favorites, actually, during the Guerrilla Girls clip.
Is this the number of cocktail parties MoMA gave last week to entice money from hedge fund managers?
Probably. But 6 is also this paltry number of retrospectives and mid-career surveys MoMA gave to women artists over the last 10 years. Now, it's paltry because it was only 18% of the total number of shows. 82% were given to male artists, and only one exhibit during that time was given to a woman of color.
11. The number of trustees with sweatshops in Asia? No. That's the percentage of women in MoMA's architecture and design collection.
Lucky 13. That's the percentage of women artists in MoMA's painting and sculpture collection.
17. Percentage of women in prints and illustrated books.
18. Women in drawings.
19. Photography.
And, Mama has no idea how many women are in its film collection.
According to MoMA, almost no women artists are good enough to be in a show about which subject? A, war, and B, still life.
The answer is still life. In 1997, MoMA curator Margit Roel organized a show called Objects of Desire, the Modern Still Life. Despite the fact that throughout centuries of Western art, still life was one of the few categories of art open to women, Margit included only 3 white women and 1 woman of color. So we sent her hundreds of postcards suggesting she change the show's title to The Objects of MoMA's Desire Are Still White Males.
I enjoy how the Guerrilla Girls use facts and statistics to demystify for the general public the prejudices that women artists face, and your book sheds a new light onto these issues.
Well, Kaleena, I definitely tried my best. I'm sure many more volumes have and can be written, and we still wouldn't fully understand the entire picture. Although the application of justice is slowly being served to the big business of art by women artists, writers, theorists, etc. It's because of them future women artists will not and cannot be ignored.
When you can't be with him, be in his mind sticker.
When you can't be with him, be in his mind. Be a mind sticker with a shape he can't forget.
Don't you want to have a good shape? He wants you with a good shape. Shape with Tab.
Tab can help you stay in his mind. It's sugar-free and it tastes better than any Diet Cola. Because the Coca-Cola Company wouldn't have it any other way. You know, keeping your shape in shape has its rewards.
Be a mind sticker.
Enjoy Tab.
Well, I am sorry to say, but that is all the time we have today. Please join us next time on Kaleena's Feminist, Fiesta, and Fireside Chat, where we will be discussing the evil male domination of literature. Our special guest on next week's episode will be Dr. Maya Angelou.
Depending on how you drive and your car's condition, you can get incredible mileage from the Goodyear Custom Wide Tread Polyglass tire.
I've got 32,000 miles on my tires.
I've got 41,000 miles on my Polyglass.
But Polyglass means more than mileage when your wife has to drive alone. woman's at the wheel. Polyglass means more than mileage. If it doesn't say Goodyear, it can't be Polyglass. A name so different, it's registered.
Oh, but wait, let's do a real quick screen test. Just sit down. Well, hello, Kaleena. Are you filming?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hello, Kaleena. How are you doing this evening?
Louder.
Hello, Kaleena.
and towards the camera.
Do
Talk.
I have to talk that loud? You know, when I found out that...
I should have put the ha-ha mask in mine. So we're gonna give a little, okay.
Little countdown there. You ready?
No.
Damn it!
Just do it
Why
like
is that
that.
tape so-
Because it won't stay, John. I don't know why that seemed funny, but it did.
And I was doing so well. Hold on.
Take 3, scene 4 or 5, whatever it is.
Okay, I'm ready.
You'd like to see a smiling face.
Okay.
So I can take this shit off.